Why do you suppose they call that Devil's Head?
I don't know. Devil's got a lumpy head. Yeah.
Devil does not have a lumpy head.
His horns are lumpy.
Lumpy horns?
Lumpy horns. Lumpy devil head. God gave him a couple of lumps. I don't know.
Nope. Bluebird.
Oh.
What? I missed it. Okay.
Hurry.
More dirt roads. What road is this?
Jackson Creek.
Jackson Creek Road.
Going to Rampart Range Road.
Perilous dirt roads.
This isn't.
With steep drop-offs off the edge. And other vehicles with exciting dirt bikes on the back. They must be having fun. This is a dirt bikers convention.
That's what a lot of people do up on Rampart ATVs, dirt bikes, things like that.
Really?
Yep. They have a lot of trails for it.
So there's like an actual creek alongside the road. And this is called Jackson Creek Road. Like, is it a creek and a road? Like both at the same time? That's not smart. Not smart at all.
No, there's a creek down there. See, here it is.
Oh, here it is?
Yep.
Okay, people. We're here. Pull up close, pull up close. Metaphysical Church, Brotherhood of the White Temple. Founder Dr. M. Doriel. Established 1930. They've got an office phone number. Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. They don't do stuff on Sundays?
I wonder what they taped out.
What? The Metaphysical Church.
And what? Dun dun dun.
You can almost read it. I don't know. But this is the Doomsday Cult?
Yes.
And what kind of Doomsday prophecy did they have?
The world was going to end. I can't remember when.
So this is their compound. Can we see more?
No, I think pretty much all it is a bunch of houses, like, because of all the followers lived around here. And the temple is somewhere up on the top of this hill. I've never been up there.
Well, that's...
And we're not far off from that dump that I was talking about.
What dump?
Where Adolf Kors' body was found.
Adolf Kors the third.
Yep.
Wait, stop.
I think that's it, actually.
Back up.
No, that's not where the dump is at.
No, well, but there's the rock.
This is where the temple is at.
No trespassing, but this is what I want to show you. Brotherhood of the White Temple. Spooky. And so Adolf Kors, his body was found here, but there's a spooky ghost story about a bridge.
Yeah, down in Morrison.
Down in Morrison.
The bridge is no longer there. And that's where he was kidnapped, was off that bridge.
Why do you think he was kidnapped?
Just for money. It was a ransom plot that went wrong.
So why would they find him at a metaphysical, spiritual place?
Well, it's they didn't find him there, but the dump where his body was found many months later, actually, was on their property.
So they have a dump?
Yeah. Yeah, there's an actual dump out here where people dump trash, which I'd never heard of before in Colorado. It's such a Louisiana thing.
More dirt roads.
The road, babe, because I'm right on a turn.
Okay, so what's this gate to?
That's where the dump is at, where Adolf Korz's body was found.
Okay.
The third. Adolf Korz was third.
And this is Jackson Creek Road.
Jackson Creek, yep, almost to Rampart Range.
Okay. Awesome.
And there's actual still trash back there.
There's still trash?
Yeah.
We can see actual trash?
Yeah, like old trash.
Old trash?
Like old 1950s trash. When we went
it's
back
not a
there,
dump anymore?
I don't know if people still use it or not, but all the stuff we saw was really old. And when we went back there, I actually found right at the edge of the ravine where they found his bones down and everything, there was an old crushed Coors can, like right on the edge. It was very like, it almost had been placed there on purpose.
Wow.
It's not very far back. The new private property signs are new. Those weren't there when I came back here before. Probably because I wrote it up on the internet. A lot of people started coming back here, I bet.
All right. So for those of you who enjoy living vicariously through our rockhounding adventures, I would just like to point to the sheer drop-off down there and over here too. Just sheer, like, you sneeze, you die when you're driving. Sneeze and die driving. Enjoy, okay? Enjoy. I'm enjoying myself. So, you know there's a problem when there's a giant sign that says no shooting except during the lawful pursuit of birds and mammals, right? And this sign has to be made out of steel, you know, and painted a lot, because what you can tell has happened to the sign is that people shoot the sign. I've seen no shooting signs on other roads where, like, they're just shot to hell. So yes. They had to eventually just make a steel one with steel beams so no one can shoot it down. Okay, everyone, this is a felled ponderosa pine. I just wanted to show you guys the strength of my girlfriend.
It's all an illusion.
That was not an illusion. She probably did right here too.
No, that one's kind of tough, I think. Yeah.
No?
Yeah, that one's tough.
Well, it was a good illusion before I, like, went to the well too many times. But we're here collecting heartwood and see this tree sap right here?
You see tree sap?
Yeah,
oh,
see
awesome.
There's little barrels of tree sap around each of these dead branches, right? This sap is awesome. You can use it for all sorts of stuff. And we're going to be here collecting it for a couple minutes. And when you're at a dead tree, you don't have to worry about responsible collecting of sap, you know? You can just scrape them all off and get as deep as you want because the tree's already dead. It's already felled, so who cares, right? So that's part of responsible harvesting of sap, because, you know, when it's a live tree, you don't want to hurt its ability to heal itself, because then it'll probably get eaten by beetles and crap. Is that one of the beetles right there? is doing all the damage, burrowing into this shit, and I don't know. I don't know what they look like. But these pine beetles that are killing all the trees here in Colorado, they suck. Invasive species, they all suck. Also, I just want to point out to everyone, without my girlfriend's prompting, that this kind of looks like Indian paintbrush.
Not though.
It's not,
No.
but it's got a nice color to it. What is it?
I can't remember what that one's called, but it's not Indian.
We'll find Indian paintbrush somewhere and we'll show it to you later. But it's got a nice color.
Yeah, I like it.
So this is what we've collected responsibly from the ponderosa pine that is felled. And you can see that sometimes it crystallizes and sometimes it's just in these sticky balls. And sometimes it droops down, looks like a candle. But most of the time it looks like those. That's what you're looking for, okay? If you're going to get ponderosa pine sap, it's going to look like it's in balls like that. And it kind of crystallizes, and when you heat it up, it gets runny. Okay, Misty, I want you to tell me why this one tree out of thousands and thousands has all these bumps on it.
Is it an aspen? What is it?
It's just...
That's
like,
fungus that does that.
It's a fungus?
Yeah.
Like we've seen like hundreds of trees on our way up here. What does that to a tree?
I don't know, maybe the tree was sick and... I think that's an aspen. I can't see the top. Maybe not. But see how the aspen has these little spots
It's like
on it?
this one's got like cancer. All through it, like bumps.
Kind of looks like it was an aspen.
And
See
then it
these,
got horribly sick.
see these little aspens right here? The
Yeah.
white bark? See how they've got the little knobs on them?
Okay.
That's what makes the little spots that looks like eyeballs on them. It's a fungus that grows on the aspen.
Well, that one's got a super fungus.
If it's healthy, it can withstand it just fine, but
Huh. Okay. Dirt roads. This is Rampart Range Road.
yep.
With sticks to keep you from driving off.
Primitive guardrail.
Sticks to keep you from driving off. Sticks. And what kind of rock is this?
Oh my
shoot.
goodness. Slow down, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
So what kind?
Into the scrub oak.
What kind of rock was that right there?
I think it's pegamite.
Pegamite. And that's where we might be able to find some smoky quartz.
Smoky quartz, and that's what they are also digging the aquamarine out of.
Cool. Okay, so which way are we going? Devil's Head, Woodland Park, or 67?
Oh, to head back is that way.
To head back is that way?
Yep.
That way?
Right. Yep.
Okay.
But did you want to go drive that way? To Devil's Head? It's just 3 miles.
Yeah, let's see what Devil's Head actually looks like.
Kind of missed it.
Okay, this is just on the side of the road, on Rampart Range Road.
Look at that. That totally looks like one of those pocket things, huh?
That totally looks like a pocket where you're going to find some awesome stuff.
You don't want to look in there. Just in case. Somebody probably already dug it out if that's what it is.
Yeah.
Let me get up.
Okay, the top cap to this thing down here. What kind of rock is this?
I think it's pegamite.
Pegamite. It's got this, if you break off a top part, it's got some pink quartz in it, some
Feldspar.
feldspar. Yeah.
There's mica.
Yeah, there's some mica right there, I can tell.
But you can also see, look at this stuff. I don't know. Oh, it might just be really dark, Mike. Yeah, it's really brittle.
I'm gonna take this one. Haha.
If I can't see in there,
It's got a bunch of everything.
We would need a flashlight for me to see in there.
Yeah.
Why didn't you put your tennis shoes on?
Because flip-flops are sexy, okay? And my feet are tired.
Because I can't see in there. Go away, little spider. It's definitely like a pocket.
Yep. Love to see what was inside that. It looks like somebody's been digging it out.
I'm a little afraid this time I get back here. It's just more.
Just more of the same?
Look at that very gold-looking mica.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't see up in there.
Okay.
It's too dark.
Yeah, and we don't want to wake up any snakes.
Babe, you are gonna fall on your butt. Walk down sideways, with your feet sideways. Okay.
I hear somebody with his motorcycle.
Dirt bike, babe.
Dirt bike. Dirt bike.
Nobody's
Okay.
gonna take a motorcycle back there. Unless they're dumb.
There's some more crevices over there we could check. Awesome.
Is that a banana peel?
Yeah, well, you know, it's a campsite. But this looks pretty cool. Red moss and green moss on different sides of the rock. That's nice. Yeah, every time I see something shiny around a campsite, I'm not thinking it's anything awesome. I'm usually thinking it's a bottle.
Yeah.
But I do see something there.
Oh, babe.
Shh, shh. What's that right there? Probably a bottle.
Well, where?
So there's a little fuzzy caterpillar here. She wants to show you everyone.
I don't want to show them.
That's probably going to make a moth that eats all the trees that you like. Yeah, we gotta come back here, maybe search around these.
Where's the shiny thing that you saw?
Right over there. We do have confirmation. It's just a bottle.
Might be really old.
An old bottle?
It's very well buried.
Oh, shoot, look at that. Hold it up.
It says liquor bottle.
Really?
I don't think it's that old. There's a seam, so it's not that old.
Aw.
But it just says liquor bottle. We will leave it here for somebody to find it in 100 years.
Then it'll be an antique.
Yes.
Yeah. That's kind of scary.
That's crazy looking. Look at how weird shaped it all is. Look how that one's like folded in.
It's like a little cave right there. You can see the light on the other
Yeah.
side
That's cool.
coming through it.
Yeah. That was really neat. The little chunk break it off right there.
Mm-hmm. So remember when I misidentified this as Indian paintbrush? No, that's not it. This right here is Indian paintbrush, okay? There's another one right there. So that's what they look like, okay? And they do grow here. The soil's right. I was right about they'll be here.
Can you take pictures of that?
Yeah, I can.
Can you take pictures of all these little flowers and we'll try to identify them?
Okay. So right here next to the Jeep, right where we stop, there's some great samples of quartz. I mean, just in the graded road. I mean, this is awesome. Very translucent.
Look at this one. It's dirty, but...
Yeah. I mean, people go way out into the mountains for this kind of stuff. And we're just picking it up off the side of the road. I mean, this one right here is kind of pointy.
Kind of pointy.
Yeah. This one right here.
Quartz isn't that big of a deal, but this is very
good quartz.
Very crystally looking.
I mean, if we looked hard enough, we'd probably find some gem quality ones. Like this.
Yeah, it's crazy how translucent they are.
Yeah. And this and this. Yep, they're all... Ah! Don't...
I'm trying to...
You're pantsing me.
I was trying to do the reverse, babe.
Okay, I got ass crack showing, but I'm finding a lot of cool smoky quartz.
Not smoky.
Oh, that looks like a smoky quartz.
It has to be brown. No, that's not smoky.
Okay, fine. I'm gonna go ask somebody else.
You'll know smoky quartz when...
Milky quartz. Quartz. Awesome.
Look, now this is kind of... See how it's got like a brownish...
Yeah.
You probably can't see it in the video. But that's like getting close to smoky quartz. But that stuff is all around here, so I'm not surprised.
Quartz and quartz. We're gonna build a giant radio. Okay. Are you guys seeing what I'm seeing?
Quartz is very common in Colorado.
I know quartz is common in Colorado, but you know, you gotta be good at something. But these are just like out on the side of the road. These quartzes. Just for anyone to take. They're huge. These are like baseball size quartzes.
Look over here.
It's a whole damn field of them.
It's really common.
It's like a frickin' quartz farm.
How have you lived in Colorado this long and you've never noticed a lot of quartz like that?
Stop. I saw one that looked good. Now that they're so common, I'm gonna get choosy. Okay, that one looks kind of smoky. And where was it? Dang!
Hey, look at the snake.
What? Snake? That's not a snake! That's not a snake!
It looks like one though.
For 2 seconds. That my heart did not frickin' beat. Ah!
That's hilarious.
Okay, babe. These are...
This? That's starting to be some smoky quartz.
That's starting to be smoky quartz?
Yeah, very low quality, but yeah, that's starting to be smoky quartz.
Okay.
I guess you could still call it smoky quartz, but it's not like anything to rave about.
Okay, that's the one I wanted, right there. This one kind of has some shapes in it I like. But holy crap! This is what our front yard should look like.
Ah, I don't like that look. Because lots of people do it.
You don't like the look. You know why people do it? Because it looks good.
Very 1970s.
I'm gonna go frolic in the quartz farm. Crap. They're just everywhere. like this one. And this one right here. Oh, look at that. Awesome. So, ow. We're gonna have to leave the quartz farm because the mountain gods are angry and raining on us now for stealing all their pretty rocks. So, just gonna show you some of the finds that I found that Misty will probably turn into jewelry. Although I took home like a whole armful of these bad boys out here. This one right here, I think Misty could do some awesome necklace with. It's kind of like a giant teardrop shape. You know, somebody's gonna like that. She's still collecting outside, and she's like collecting burl stuff. I don't know. Nature woman. This one right here, I think she could do something with. It would hang correctly on someone's neck. And that's important, because you don't want to have to work too hard to make it into jewelry. This one I'm just keeping, because it's badass. It's all cubey. And this one right here, it could be like a large necklace, and it would hang like this, right, on someone's neck. But that's because this part is flat, right, and it'd go against the chest, and it would feel good as a piece of jewelry. So this one, definitely, with that nice cleave in the center. Got a few more. There's this little one.
Hey, don't mess up my snake.
This kind of a teardrop shape also has some kind of flat edges so that, you know, it fits on someone's neck.
That's too big to be on the neck.
Well, that might be so, but look at this one. See how it's like too big to be on a neck? But look at the back. See how flat it is? It'd be like a big gaudy person. No, that's not a snake. It's not. So there's this one. It had some nice colors going through it, so I liked it. And it's kind of pointed at the bottom. And
why didn't you put all those in the bucket?
I picked them up after you closed the back door. And this one has a nice point to it. Also could be made into a nice necklace. So, oh, and this one.
Should we head towards Devil's Rock, or?
Yeah, one look at Devil's Rock. In this storm. Devil's Head. Ha 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 ha. Be bear aware. Devil's Head. Getting closer. Devil's Head Trailhead. Is that like a boulder that just fell right in the middle of the stairs?
I don't know. Maybe they put it there.
Oh, they put it there?
I don't know. Keep somebody from trying to drive up there? I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe it just fell.
Could have.
That's kind of ominous. So my girlfriend, the naturalist, has made me hold her root beer so that she could collect a fistful
Sage.
of sage. Are we going to be smudging demons out of the house?
No. Don't believe in that crap.
Okay. Love you.
Love you.
So these are some very conspicuously colored mushrooms with red dots on them.
I'm gonna pull off and go up closer.
No.
Yes.
No. I don't want you to have an acid trip.
I'm not gonna eat the mushrooms.
You're gonna eat the mushrooms.
Oh my God. It's not doing it. Reminds me of that one G.I. Joe spoof thing.
Oh, shoot.
Freaking threats. Jesus Christ.
What the heck?
This fucking car behind me. Jesus.
Dirt roads. Dirt roads. So, what you're looking at right here is the beetle kill. Right? All those trees out there have been killed by beetles. Beetles not from Colorado.
Beetles from Japan.
Beetles from Japan. And so here's healthy trees over here. Basically, it's going to take like 100 years for all the trees that are susceptible to the beetles to get killed by all the beetles. And it increases forest fire chances like dramatically. There's a nice farmhouse.
Cabin back there.
Yeah.
Cabin.
Cabin? Okay.
Sorry.
But, yeah. Beetles are bad when they're not from your country. So, I asked my 2,000 Facebook friends to identify the mushroom, and one of them has come up with Amanita muscaria. It's a hallucinogen. Hallucinogen?
Hallucinogen. You said it weird.
Hallucinogen?
Yeah, you said it strange.
Hallucinogen. Whatever. Don't eat. Do not eat. Or its little baby brother. Don't eat that one either. Now, for the grand finale to this video, I'm going to show you all how quartz reacts under a black light, especially when it has impurities that would block the light from going all the way through the quartz. And it's pretty amazing when you see the difference between a pure quartz and something that has like a line of granite going right through the middle of it. So I've got a brown towel here so that it doesn't show up underneath the black light, okay? And this is a LED blacklight flashlight. You can get one for $10 right now at a lot of different stores. I'm hoping pretty soon to get what they call the Scorpionator. It's got like 50 or 100 LEDs in it and can light up the whole path that you're walking, so you can find scorpions but also rare gems, you know, when you're walking along the banks of a river and stuff. So none of these are particularly reactive to the black light, but what you can see with the black light is how the light rays go through them. Okay? So let me just turn off the light and we'll start the show. Okay, we start with pitch black, and then I'm going to turn on the flashlight. You can see the black light moving around, right? So, none of them are particularly reactive to the black light, okay? And by reactive, I mean like my shorts right here have a Nike swoosh, and you can see that it's really glowing white versus what they're doing, not that much, okay? But what is interesting here is, say this one right here, you can see the light going through it. This one here, not so much, right? There's a whole rock there, but it's not going through it because only sections of this are quartz, and it has other parts of it that are not quartz. Now this one right here, when I light it up, you can see there's two right here, two parts of it that are not quartz, and they're fairly visible like this, right? So those two little portions right there, very easy to see. Now this right here, this rock is interesting because it's got one side of it, this whole face of it is quartz, and it's glowing only until it hits the portion where the granite that's going through it just makes a line right there. A lot of these will react differently. Like this one glows all the way. This one, not so much. Now this one is really, really dirty as far as not really having a very pure side to it for such a big rock. Oh, hey. This one, very dirty. This one, you can see the light going all the way through many different parts, but you can also see these things that look like cracks, and that's the dirty parts of it. But large portion of this large one right here is all the way quartz. That's pretty cool. This one right here is almost pure quartz. But yeah, in tonight's take, nothing is glowing particularly like what we would see with something that like a rare gem. But that doesn't mean that there aren't rare gems somewhere inside of them, because not all rare gems glow under a black light. But yeah, nothing looks particularly promising out of this. Just a lot of pure quartz and quartz with some granite in it.